Like, comment, subscribe. What's good, everybody? What up? Yap. The kid is back. Manufacturer's Cup. I picked Jaguar this time around, just trying to change things up a little bit. We're gonna see how it goes. Starting things off here, we're gonna get right into it. First qualifying session, had to shake off a lot of rust. I ain't been on the rig in a couple of months now, so this is my first real session getting back into it. Got a qualifying time here of a high 19, about a 19.8. That was good enough for P11, which for all of you Manufacturers Cup participants, y'all know that that ain't good enough. So time for us to get to it, and that's exactly what I do early on here, going for the move up the inside of the Ford GT. And at this point, I'm just trying to stay out of the chaos. You can already see smoke screens getting deployed there. Kill streaks going off. We're going downhill now. Somebody's going to turn into a Predator missile, I'm sure. It's really just about tiptoeing through the field right here. You see first death of the day right there at the orange AMG. Luckily, that was not me, but unluckily it was him. Don't know what that sentence means, whatever. But yeah, then we get right back to it. Me and Clobby going forth through the hairpin, and I get clobbered from the rear. And clearly, I'm not too happy about it. I'm seeing red. We eventually kind of get settled in a bit. I think we get one or two more positions right here. We get a nice little double overtake, getting a way better exit than both of those losers. And yeah, we settle into P8 right here. And everything, you know, is looking good up until this point. We're up about 3 positions. So you can't really complain about that. Here on lap 2 is where things get interesting though. Me and my friend, I call him Clobby. Clobby says, shine your light on the world. Shine your light for the world to see. Clobby shined his light on me. You can hear me in the background. I wasn't too happy about that at the time. I feel like he turned to the right. Y'all let me know what you saw. But the real disgusting part about all of this was the 5-second penalty. Wow. You can hear I was not too happy about that 5-second penalty. And, you know, a penalty like that will end your race. There's our friend from earlier driving right through me. And there we go. So I'm planning to use the rest of this race like a qualifying session, just kind of get my mind around the track. But surprisingly, I'm hit with this. Oh, well, not this. That edit isn't good. Surprisingly, I am hit with this the first time I see this code. Wow. Surprising. So, you know, didn't get to finish that race. Hopped right into another race, race number 2 here. And this one was also pretty interesting. Things started off eerily similar, coming through the uphill section on lap number 1, and there goes the Ferrari this time. Same spot, same place. The same spot as the first race. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed, Parquet. Very interesting indeed. And not only did it start like the first race, it ended like it too. This is the second race in a row. Is it me? CE9003F7. What does that mean? Clear your cache. What? This is, why am I clearing my cache on a console game? So this is, you know, after I got that code again, I had to do my Googles. These are the steps I followed. Allegedly they work. I'm not sure. Let me know if they work for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Dang, 2 disconnects, 2 sloppy races. The Gran Turismo experience. This is the game we love. All right, come on, let's get it. And then we hop right back into race number 3. All right, this is it. Let's get it, Parquet. Let's get it, man. Going to take a look at the qualifying lap this time. Throughout this whole session, in between races, I was getting some time, and you can see now I'm running a 19.6. I ran a 19.7, 19.8 at the beginning of this video. In my practice sessions, I think I got down to like a 19.1, so I was actually expecting to perform a lot better than I did once I got into these lobbies, but you know, sometimes the lights are too bright. You know, there's practice players and then there's game players, and you know, up until this point I was a practice player. I hadn't finished the actual race yet. I looked good when there was nobody else out there with me, but when it was time to put the show on, I wasn't able to perform.
I can fight for that.
So it's P9 again to start things off, and again,
let's lock in.
Things looking the same as they always do.
That spot every time. This is the third race in a row. That's a tough spot.
That's a tough spot indeed. I think I actually crashed out there one time. I didn't put in this video, of course, so y'all ain't gonna see me mess up, but no, yeah, this is so easy to do, to get on the power just a bit too early. It's so easy to do that there, and you'll see later in the video how easy it is to do that in another section of the track.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was gonna get hit.
Wasn't the biggest fan of that move by Be Weirs. I should have Be Weird a little bit more of what he had going on. But you know, sometimes good things happen to good people, you know, and that's exactly what happens here on lap number 8.
I'm gonna throw him a couple dummies.
Yeah, I decided to, you know, I definitely, the red in my eyes told me to just throw another dive bomb at him, but I decided not to do that. Let me just put the pressure on him, and I stayed on his tailpipe like a banana in Beverly Hills Cop.
That's 2 down right there. Just stay patient.
Just stay patient.
Just make him a little nervous.
Stayed in the pocket.
Nervous.
Made him a little nervous. He saw me going back and forth, I'm sure, in his rearview mirror, and sometimes that's all it takes, folks. If you just you know, drive faster than the person that overtook you in a way that you don't like, you can, you know, really rattle the cage a little bit and get right back to it.
12 laps on the mediums, he calls it.
After I got that out of the way, I got some clean air and was able to put some consistent laps in. I find myself in P3, and you know, sitting on the podium here, I'm thinking a race win may be on. I'm 4 seconds off the leader right now.
That's a bit
Bilbo Bag
early.
Nuts. We're gonna have to see what's in his bag of nuts later.
You're pitting on the mediums.
And what I was noticing was folks were pitting on, you know, lap 10, lap 11, lap 12 on the mediums in this race. I was able to get like 19 to 21 laps out the mediums depending. So I felt like an overcut would be really good here. Bilbo Bag Nuts hits the pits, and that's me up into P1 right now. So now it's mine to lose, and we're going to see if I lose. You see the rest of the pit lane really firing off there. P6 through 8, I'm sure a couple of others have pitted there. So it's really up to me. That medium is really hurting right now. That front left, everything is getting really boaty at this point. You see, I tried to whack on the brake balance right there, but what I didn't notice trying to focus was that SJC had been closing the gap on me, and at this point he is, you know, firmly behind me, about to firmly grasp the lead, and I'm having to make a decision in my head right now. Am I going to try to fight for my life for this, or let him go? He ends up pulling out to the right. He ends up going. I say I had to make a decision. He kind of made a decision for me, being that much faster. The Supra's top speed just ate the Jaguar alive. So at this point, we're on 2 different races. It's going to come down to, you know, strategy and lap time. I don't know if SJC had hit it yet at this point. So, but I was, you know, hoping that either way it would be better just to stay in his slipstream. He caught up to me. He or she caught up to me so quickly that it didn't seem to matter. So in the next lap, we dive into the pit lane. This is the hardest pit lane on the game to me as well.
That's the hardest pit lane in the game.
Yeah, as I say right there. Are there any other hard pit lanes I can think about? Le Mans is a pretty tough one. Who else got a pretty tough one? Daytona's is nice. That's the one's nice. You gotta think about that one. Spa's a little tricky. There's some crazy stuff that can happen at Spa as well. What's the track? Laguna Seca. I have problems with that one. But otherwise, I digress. Back to the race. Here we go. We're in the final 10 laps. We're in P6, and our best bet to win is to have everybody in front of us dive into the pit lane. Things start off on a good foot here. Mr. Redemption 81 going in. So then there were 4 that I needed to get past. Coming around here, lap 21. Then there were 3.
Wobbly wobbly wop.
I hit the wobbly wop back there because Coda was out the way. He's on the softs, but he's also behind, so that doesn't matter. Now we have to get past the Lamborghini. And after a weird little moment there, not sure what happened, we got past the Lamborghini. So now we're cooking with gas, cooking with oil, and we're over the hot fire. Fast forwarding here a little bit, we get some more good news. Bilbo Bag Nuts reaches into that bag of nuts and grabs out a pit stop for us. So now it's me and SJC, our friend from earlier, who took the lead on us.
It's a race win on the table. SJC05. Oh, he did pit. Okay, no, it is on the table. Okay. The biggest smile just came across my face. I'm blushing ear to ear right now. All right, where are you? 3 seconds. Oh no! SJ! What happened? I was hoping it wasn't you. We're gonna have to go see what happened.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and we got very lucky right there.
Victory
SJC had a bit of a moment.
We have to go back and see what happened to SJC. He's coming through. Gets into 3rd gear there. Yeah, you see, he got tiptoe through on the power too early. Yikes. And there I go. Off to the promised land. Victory. All right, this is fun. Peace.